Can President Trump impose tariffs around the world without Congress's approval? Many say that's unconstitutional, and just yesterday the Supreme Court heard arguments. And the case is major. I mean, it could really redefine how much power a president has over the economy, especially during emergencies. So I'm going to break down the arguments on both sides, but we'll start with Trump. To impose the tariffs, he used a law called the International Emergency Economic Powers Act. It essentially allows the president to take certain action during national emergencies. Trump's legal team argues that America's large trade deficits, which means the U.S. buys more than it sells from other countries, pose a threat to national security, which means he was able to act. But opponents argue the opposite. Tariffs are taxes, and therefore the Constitution says that Congress, not the president, has the power to set them.
These tariffs are illegal. They were not predicated in the law or the Constitution, but most importantly, they are impacting the people of our states.
This case is not about the president, it's about the presidency. It's not about partisanship, it's about principle. And above all, it's about upholding the majestic separation of powers laced into our Constitution that is the foundation for our government.
Opponents are also arguing that Trump has completely overstepped his emergency powers. Now, the Supreme Court, which has a 6-3 conservative majority, showed skepticism, even from justices who often back Trump, including Chief Justice John Roberts and Amy Coney Barrett. It's also important to note that no president before Trump used this law to impose tariffs. So why does this matter? Well, Trump's tariffs have raised about $89 billion. And if the Supreme Court rules that they were illegal, then that means that the government may have to pay that money back to businesses. All of this comes as the government shutdown enters day 37, which is the longest shutdown in U.S. history, adding pressure for millions of Americans who are already feeling the squeeze.